Oh, this is Reverend Keyes. How you all doing out there? Hey, I'm Phil. Understand Rick Keyes heading to a show to see Samantha Fish. Let me go ahead and show those to you while I mention them. Okay, so what's the title of this? It's called The Deep and the Dirty. So he has a new release that's on the RMR chart that I'm sure you're familiar with because of Rick Keyes. So Rick Keyes going to, and then I believe she's the main person, the main draw that night. Samantha Fish will play after him. This is Samantha Fish, and this is one of her releases. So that's who Rick Keyes is going to see tonight. Before we get to, I'm going to kind of start off here. This is also a tribute to Gary Wright. You guys remember Gary Wright? He did that cool song. I don't remember what decade it was, but remember this thing? You've seen those before. What is that? Yeah, it's a Dreamweaver. So anyway, Rick Keyes got that in the mail from some organization, doesn't know what the heck to do with it. And since Gary Wright did just pass away and his famous song was Dreamweaver, we're going to hear that on this tribute show. So there it is, the Dreamweaver in the back. Okay, well, let's fill you in on everything else that's going on here in downtown side. All right, so you recall the last week or the week before, we had an incident where the Pink Flamingo here, the Pink Flamingo was in this vehicle heading into the water, trying to escape from someone. But anyway, because this Pink Flamingo actually got drunk on that Bud Light and ran over of Wee Keyes. Remember, they were Wee Keyes when they were together, decapitated it. And he was trying to run away. Dummy ran into the ocean with the truck, and now the truck has been carried away. But before the truck got carried away, remember we had the two hummingbirds that were trying to extricate. You like that word? That means pull out. So next time, I ain't gonna mention that. That's sexual. But unfortunately, the truck was carried out to sea or ocean, and you can see it there tumbling about in that wave. I understand the waves are pretty big here in Oceanside recently. All right, so remember Me Keyes, formerly What Keyes? Me Keyes actually was pulling the neck of the, no, he's pulling the feet, and the hummingbird was pulling the neck. Actually, there is the hummingbird still. So the hummingbird, that's not a hummingbird. The butterfly, the butterfly was go. Me Keyes was actually was stretched out too. So Me Keyes was able to bring his teardrop back to Oceanside at the beach. He claimed some sort of discrimination because he was a binary something or other. But anyway, he was able to bring it back, and they still haven't opened up the tiki bar yet, but you can see the other Pink Flamingo that was decapitated. I think they're planning on making some sort of stew or hold on, some sort of stew out of that carcass, or maybe even some sort of unique heard of in their life before. Speaking of no one that's no, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so this is Reverend Keyes. You're filled in to what's happening in side down at the beach. Rick Keyes is heading to belly up with a lovely lady. Let me tell you, a very lovely lady. Will be with Rick Keyes, not Reverend Keyes. And so anyway, and Samantha Fish and Eric Johansson one last time. Eric Johansson and Samantha Fish. And that's Reverend. Doors open at 7 in case you haven't bought tickets. If you do see Rick Keyes there, tell him Reverend Keyes said hello, and you can ask him, Rick, for an autograph. And if he's in a good mood and hasn't drinking, and if he hasn't drank too much, then he might give you an autograph. Okay, so anyway, let's continue. This is going to blend into, it's a tribute for Gary Wright of Dreamweaver. Remember that famous song? So that's going to be the first song you hear, Dreamweaver. Interesting, just a little tidbit about where the Dreamweaver stuff came from. Dreamweaver being in the back, can you see it? So Dreamweaver, he kind of got, Gary Wright got hooked on it, hanging around George Harrison into that Eastern religion or Eastern mysticism, whatever they call it. So that's where the Dreamweaver title came from. And then we'll talk more about Gary Wright, who passed away. By the way, he passed away. That's why we're doing a tribute show, because if he didn't pass away, we wouldn't be doing it. So we're going to hear some other good songs from him. And now we're going to kind of blend, you and me. We're going to blend into Rick Keyes Music Caravan Part 1. So I'm going to play some music for that to start that show, and I'll show it to you now. It's cut some new releases that Rick Keyes recently. Guitar Jack Wargo and The New Normal. There actually is a song in there called The New Normal, and I'm tired of the new normal. I'm ready to go back to the old unnormal. All right, so that one you're going to hear. Here's one from Ms. Lowe, Mizzlowe, classy woman. That's a new release. And then one more last new release from Chad Rupp, R-U-P-P. It's called The Devil Won't Get You. Okay, so that's what you're going to hear me play. And then Rick, you didn't see my Reverend Keyes. That is it. God, I trust, being the whole Rick Keyes family trusting in Jesus, and we believe Jesus actually gave me this op. I am kind of conservative. Well, not me. Rick Keyes is conservative. I'm holy. So, oh, by the way, the two butterflies were both trying to pull this pink flamingo out. So this, you can see it up there with the, with, I guess those are seagulls. So it's not sure if it's a insect or a bird. So that's kind of why it does butt knees. All right, because earthfly with butt keys. Okay, so that butterfly as it takes off is butt keys. Go around in the ocean. So if you guys are in a vehicle, maybe you can get that pink truck out of the water. And so don't people, they're all kind of wacky. All right, so you know how to listen to the Rick Keyes Music Caravan star. And so you press that bell that brings the wackiness and great music, by the way, into your life on a regular basis. Also, what's it do? There's a thumb icon. Press that. That helps spread the good news of Rick Keyes Music Caravan to everyone you love. Don't send it to people you don't like or hate, because it's probably not the people I want as my friends. And then what else? There is a like, dislike, like about Rick. Figure out how to even use the computer. So Rick Keyes Music, Facebook or MetaFacebook, whatever it is nowadays, or X Twitter or Twitter X. So stay tuned. Dreamweaver coming up. Enjoy. Bye bye.